Hello, hello, hello. Tell me if you can hear me. Southern Red here. No, Southern Red wouldn't go to Southern Red would be too chicken to go to Burning Man. But anyways, where I'm echoing again, sorry about that. Let me turn off my YouTube sound anyways. How are you doing? Hello, Carlene. Thank you for being here. Brenda just popped in my basement. I was about to say it. I have to go. I left my cord back there by the chair. Let me get it in case I don't want to go dead in the middle of this. I'm gonna bring Brenda up in just a second. Yeah, I was not. You guys, I do better if I go swimming. I went swimming the past 2 weeks, and I'm like, I gotta hurry, and then I was more on time when I did that. I didn't even go swimming today. Okay. I'm going to bring Brenda up.
People talking. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could hear me, but I couldn't hear you. So whatever you say. Huh? Okay. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Everything good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Graham's here. Hi, Graham from Australia. How are you doing?
Australia watching?
Yes. Yes, I have a fan in Australia. Thank you for being here, Graham. And Carlene, I don't know where you are, Carlene. Where are you? Tell us where you're from in the chat when you come into chat. If I don't know already. How is it going?
It's going, but I keep hearing voices, and they're not in my head, and I'm not on drugs. I just keep hearing like people are talking. Oh, there's me.
Do we match? We got leopard print.
I guess it's an echo or something. Do I need to turn something down or something?
Do you have your YouTube on?
Oh, do I need to turn off YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, you turn it down, turn the volume off.
Okay, how's this?
Hi, Dirk.
Are we better now? I think so.
Because I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. Do you have headphones on?
Okay, I turned off YouTube. I think that's what it was. It's like, I had it on still. So it's just me and you now. That's all the voices I hear.
Okay, good. Good. That's good.
Yeah, sorry about that. So how you doing? Love your hair.
Thanks. Yeah, this is my Southern Red wig, but Southern Red is the conservative one, so she really wouldn't wear this.
And I like your outfit. It's so burner.
I thought that would be, and look, we match, right?
Yeah, but I'm wearing feathers, which is a no-no. So I'm wearing them tonight.
Oh,
you can't wear it. It's moop. Remember when I kept picking up stuff and saying it's moop over at Carol's party? It's matter out of place, so they don't like people to.
That's funny because I was thinking of wearing my feather earrings, but they're purple.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, see, we could do it because we're not on the playa.
Yeah. Oh, I wore my little trailer ones though. I don't know if you can see them, but they're the little it's a little tiny trailer which I'm trying to get.
Oh, pretty.
For I don't know if you can see them both, but
Carolyn Griffin. She's in New Mexico, huh?
Yeah.
How's the weather there? My friend lives in Santa Fe. She's
always in New Mexico.
She says, send the snow and then come on over. It's like, no, I don't want to be in the snow. I mean, we were snowed in Reno. I was supposed to be in Quartzsite in early January and didn't make it until right after you showed up because I was snowed in. Wow. And then I came home and there was more snow. It snowed yesterday again, but it was sunny and beautiful today. It melted. So, but in Northern Nevada, you never know what you're going to get. You just love the weather here.
Huh. So you are in Nevada.
I am in Reno, and that's like about Black Rock City is just a little over 100 miles, 110 miles northeast of Reno. And
Okay.
so if you look at it on a map, it's pretty interesting. You see like a mountain range, but like a big old valley, and that's Black Rock Desert.
Uh-huh.
And then Black Rock City is in there. So your daughter's going to have a baby, huh?
Yes, she's due again, and it's like it's the end of September, but
Oh, okay.
still, I don't know. I want to cut it close. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what? Go with your gut. And, you know, it's a baby. You know.
yeah, and it's only my
I
second.
Something happened this last year at Burning Man. A pregnant woman delivered her baby,
Wow,
and the birth certificate says Black Rock City. So I thought that was pretty cool.
that's pretty cool.
You know, it's like
Oh wow, so it's 16 hours from here. Wow, so it's a little further. It's a little further than Quartzsite was. It's just west.
It's in my backyard, so I'm good with that.
It's due west. Well, yeah, I was looking for myself how far it is.
A lot of people come from all over the world for that.
Why does Dave not see the comments?
Oh, I don't see comments either. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Are you on your phone?
I'm on a laptop.
Maybe if oh, well, if you're on the StreamYard thing, if you clicked on the link, it should say over on the right-hand side, say comments or banners. Comments. Well, comments are private chat is what yours would say.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do here.
You're on the computer, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't see the comments though, Dirk. I don't know.
I don't see comments either on mine.
I would think I wouldn't see comments if I'm on a phone. That's why I'm like, it's more difficult if you're on a phone.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, sorry if we can't see your comments. I was kind of curious as to.
I can see everybody's comments. Okay. He sees them now.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay, good. Good.
All right. Never mind. Okay. I see that. Well, anyway, I sent you some pictures.
Yeah. And I wanted to figure out how to show those. I will figure out a way.
Well, anyway, I have my little swan here from that big swan. You know,
oh, yeah.
I made that big giant swan and we got to ride around it. It was my art car. I took that out there in 2012 and 13. I think those are the 2 years we took her out. And that was fun. But having a big art car, they're fun, but it's just too much trouble. You have to give the right of way to the bicyclists, and there's so many people on bikes. And it was just weird. So I downsized to a golf cart thinking, well, that'll be, nice. And gas golf carts are made for golf courses. They just don't work out on the playa. So we have another ride that we use and we get around in. But we also have our bikes. But when you go to Burning Man, they give you booklets. And they have everything. This is everything you want to know. The 10 principal rules. They have a full map. Let me see.
I'm gonna just.
Oh, it talks about all these things. Leave no trace. I don't know if you could see that. Oh,
yeah, anyway, I watched. I can make you big.
My phone says that you're on live right now. This here. Everybody gets one of these. And this is what Black Rock City looks like. It's a big old map. The numbers, here we got to do it this way. Everything is numbered. So you have 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock. So let's just go to 6 o'clock. And then that's where center camp is. And then you have, it goes all the way to 10 o'clock. And here is where the man is at. And then they build the temple, and the temple's beautiful. If you ever go to Burning Man for any reason, the temple is the reason. That's such a peaceful place. They have like all these little places where you could find all the art. They have in the back more stuff, camps. They have the thing about Burning Man, it's pricey to get in. getting a ticket's hard because they sell out really quick. It's like the hottest ticket in the world for a week. And so what happens? They sell out quick.
Sorry.
Ah, you got your. You know what
I got my little card. I'm gonna figure out how to show the pictures. If I wanted to figure out how to put them into StreamYard, but I know how to share and show on my screen, so I can do that if I can't do.
Another thing, like they have people gift. You know, money is no good there unless you're buying ice or coffee. And last year they stopped selling coffee, so it was just ice. And what you do is people barter, and they actually people are just giving. You get giveaways. I like, okay, for instance, you have to have your own cup if you're going to go to a bar. Petting Zoo has their own cups. It has the address 230 and A. And this one's 2015. This one's 2016. The cups got bigger. But,
so you've been there for the past 20 years, you said?
I went, my first burn was 2004. I didn't want to go. My husband said, let's go. It's in our backyard. Everybody goes. You know, it's like, no, I've heard it's just terrible and it's hot. And no. And we went. I didn't know what to expect, but after I set up my camp, we hopped on our bikes and we were riding around. And within 45 minutes, I turned to him and said, next year, when we come back, and he started laughing. And we've been coming back since. But yeah, it's just, and I hear people say that too. We got to come back next year, and we got to tell so and so. But yeah, I like to have like off the wall jewelry, and people party a lot. I don't when I'm there because I'm a responsible person. I actually help people that are partying too much and kind of guide them back to their place if they need a ride to the hospital or to like an emergency medical kit. I provide rides to a lot of people like that. And I also feed a lot of people. But anyway, one of the good things is to have like, I got a little dog tag and then a little collar more around so that I knew where I belonged. And I was going through my stuff. I realized I had quite a few. I had, and they're different years with different camps. Because every year you're in a different, I dropped this, excuse me. Every year you're in a different, this one's a little blingy. I just thought, it's pretty. So, little
blingy stuff.
Yeah. And then I have a friend from, I knew him in high school, and he lives in North Carolina. And he's been coming with us, and he makes these every year that he comes out. I have, I think, 7 here.
So it tells where your camp is, so like people know where to take you.
No, just have the theme. Every year there's a Burning Man theme, and they have the theme on them and the year. And then see this right here. A friend of mine made this.
Let me make you forget
for me. And I
can you go closer to your camera?
Oh, I'm sorry. See,
okay.
The head on the Burning Man, it doesn't really look like the real Burning Man. It's like this, for instance. I don't know if you could see. My necklace has the Burning Man. I don't know. Well,
no.
I don't know. We'll find it. Doggone it. There we go. Let's see. Right there. That's what the man looks like. They call him the man. So anyway, she makes those that way. They don't quite look like the man, but we know what she means. And
hi again.
We have there's I like to have like little swag bags, like stuff that I'm gifting. See, you always want to be prepared. And my husband, he cracks me up. He's like, "Did you bring your swag bag?" Because he always runs into people. But like little buttons and guitar picks and just other little knickknacks, bracelets, just things that people might want. Lighters are a hot commodity, So it's always, it used to be people that fur was a thing about Burning Man. People always had fur crazy fur stuff. They had boots and stuff, you know.
Baby fake fur.
Yeah, but they stopped wearing stuff like that. But
Really?
I remember they used to do that with lighters also. So they were really fuzzy lighters and think, "Ooh, those look like they might be dangerous, but I've never seen fire." You know. So, but
Yeah, I was thinking of going at least once.
oh, you know what? You'll like it. The art is amazing. Just when you see the art, you wonder how did they get
Hi,
this?
Wendy.
You know, like how did all this happen? You can look at some adventures on YouTube. Before YouTube was out, you could not videotape at Burning Man unless you had a permit, and it had to be on your camera. So if you were caught filming and stuff, your camera would be taken away. But now it's like it's all over. It's everywhere. Oh, Lindy, how you doing, Lindy? Look at her.
Yeah, welcome in. I'm gonna show some. I'm gonna try to show your pictures. There's the only way I know how to do it. Wanted to figure out how to put them into my StreamYard, but I'm not sure how to do it.
Well, I can show you
earlier.
Here's this book that I bought, Plier, and it's written by Stuart, and it's a book. It's got their story. It's Stuart Harvey. I'm sorry. Anyway, he is Larry Harvey's brother. Larry Harvey was one of the founders of Burning Man, and I went to go see them speak, and I bought the book, and it is full of so many amazing pictures.
Hi, Lindy. The other Lindy's here.
Both Lindy's.
Lindy's Weekend She Shed. You met Brenda, right? Hi, Child Heart. Hello. Welcome in.
Yours like very, very, very beginning of. I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna show pictures. I'm gonna show pictures.
You're gonna show my pictures. I'm showing you book pictures. Yeah, someone's playing the drums there. It's amazing. The sunsets are awesome. The sunrise is beautiful. I've got some really neat pictures. It looks like the sun is coming up and people are walking just right in front of it out on the flat desert bed. You know, it's amazing.
So let me do this share screen.
Okay. And I could show these. Ta-da! You could actually go online and look up Burning Man adventures, and you'll find all kinds.
I found the Instagram. I don't know why this is doing this. I don't know why. Okay, share system audio.
You're going to go to sleep, Shar? Night, Shar. Don't forget tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Okay, of course I'm having a problem with StreamYard here.
Oh, that's okay.
Hello, Daryl. Okay, third chance. Okay, tell me what the temperature is where you are. I ask you that every time you come in. You don't answer me. You disappear. It's getting annoying, Daryl. So we got Canada in here now.
Oh.
Thank you. You love the hair. Thank you. I knew Brenda was probably going to wear her.
My blonde.
So I wore mine.
My burner blonde. Hey, Weekend She Shed.
7 degrees? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my goodness.
We have 41
It's not really
outside.
that cold in Denver, I've discovered. It was up to 50 today, but the snow is not melting.
No. But we're at 41 right now here where I'm at.
That might be colder than it is here. Let me see. We're 43. It's a little bit. Just a tad.
Well, yeah. So I'm thinking.
43. Oh, okay. So it's the same temperature there as in Denver. It's 43 here. That's 7 Celsius. You don't talk to Americans in Celsius. We don't know what the heck you're talking about. Yeah, Cali's always usually warm, unless you're in the mountains.
Ooh, 60s where Lindy's at. That's nice sweater weather.
I don't know why this is doing this. I'm having a problem sharing. This is annoying me. I'm sorry, people. Okay. I guess I have to click on Chrome tab. I'm on Chrome. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can go to the. Now, if it will open, there's the burner bunny. Can you see it?
Yeah, no, I can't see it. I don't see it. They have a billion bunny march there, and everybody wears little bunny ears, and
Okay,
they march.
I need to know if you can see it. Can you see it now?
I don't see it.
Doing something wrong? It's your bunny burner picture.
It's the one where I have the megaphone and I'm screaming out.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see the chat, so I don't know if anybody can see it. I'm going to turn on my TV.
Well, the bunny race, it's like, it starts at the center camp and they march up to the man. And while they're marching, it's just been a tradition they've been doing for years. Over the years, people have like evolved into other things, like becoming vegetables, like carrots and celery or whatever kind of vegetable they can come up with a costume. And they come out and they start clubbing the bunnies. And it's so funny. Celery or whatever kind of vegetable they can come up with a costume.
What the heck? Sorry.
Okay.
All right, let me figure this out. Why is that not working? Somebody help me. Where's the techie person? Daryl, are you still here? Why is it not working? Okay, I'm going to go to the Burning Man. Can you see this?
I could see that.
Okay, okay. Pictures. I'm sorry I'm not showing your pictures, but I found this.
It's a temple when you're,
which
there's, out of all the years I've been there, I still haven't seen everything.
Wow.
I'm blown away. It's like, oh, that one missed, I missed that one piece there with it's balancing. But there's a lot. I have friends that bring a roller skating rink out there every year. It's Black Rock Roller Disco. That's pretty fun. That looks like the temple, but I don't know what year that was.
Let's see.
Every year it's a different temple. And they're so beautiful. So, oh God, this is so peaceful when you go in. It's just beautiful. Oh, there's the city right there. You could see where it's blocked and sectioned off. The streets. They have water trucks that water the dust down, and people run behind there naked to get showered up. It's just not potable, but they just want to get clean, Porta potties or something else. People write graffiti on them. Interesting reading while you're taking care of business. And then
fear of missing out. That's what I was writing in my journal today, and I was like, I have FOMO.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna miss something important if I don't go this year.
Yeah, it'll be all right. There's next year. So Remember, we had COVID. There was 2 years that we didn't have it, but I went back this year and
So they didn't have it for 2 years.
that's an art car. They drive that around and it looks like a big giant house. There's a lot of clubs that, a lot of famous DJs that come out there and spin records at the clubs, and they have raves. That's for the younger crowd. I can't. Mm-mm. I'm the person that goes out there and rescues those poor ravers, because when I get to them, they're so parched, and it's like just handing them a bottle of water, and getting them back to their camp.
Yeah, I imagine you got to bring a lot of water out there.
Yeah, I do keep, like, when I'm out rescuing people, I keep an ice chest. I have food in there also, because you never know if somebody's hungry. And I keep the vegans in mind. I keep raw nuts and some celery sticks and carrots and stuff. So everybody, we just think of everybody. And the sad part is when you see somebody just so partied out, and you just got to tell them, you don't want to do that, because you're in a desert. You want to enjoy people come from everywhere, and it's like, why would they want to just come there and party and not remember it? They go home and it's a blur.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to tell them. And I've gotten some nice little notes from people that have found me on Facebook, and telling me that I rescued them or I gave them a ride, and thanking me, which is really nice. It's like, yay, they remembered. Yeah. So yeah. And then there's lots of groups there, important groups that get their pictures taken. I don't know what group that is. There's lots of groups. Like they have lamp lighters, and they have lamps that it's just beautiful. And sunset, you see the lamp lighters coming up, and they're lighting up the lamps, and they're all dressed up in uniform, and it's nice. It's just it's a city for a week. They have hospitals, police are there, no stores. They have, I don't have one here. I had one and I couldn't find it. They have their own newspaper. You can get a Black Rock City newspaper, and that's pretty cool. They write up what's been happening and stuff. That's a nice art car that we just saw there. I see that a lot. Those are just different camps. Oh, they have the bars there. You have to bring your own cup. And like I mentioned earlier, you cannot buy anything there. So drinks are free. Just bring your own cup.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's right. But like the petting zoo, they made theirs. So thought, okay, and I've kept the ones. I have other ones. I've gifted them to other people. It's like, you can have this Burning Man cup, and they're like all happy. Yay. People like little things from Burning Man, I have like too much. So just collected so much over the years. And a friend of mine said, you ought to sell your stuff. I'm like, no. I was like, she said, because people like that stuff. And I like to bring back playa, a little, maybe a baggie full of playa. And if I'm writing somebody a little card or something, throw some in there, and let them know I was at Burning Man. So they get a little bit of dust in their envelope. It's okay. That's a nice camp, that boring camp. It's really neat, the fire that they have there. They have the twirlers or the hula hoopers. They have there's a lot of flamage, and it's all under control, and you can actually participate in some of this stuff as long as it's safe. I never have no interest in doing it because I could be clumsy, but I mean, just watching these people playing with fire. And I remember this one guy was telling me that when Burning Man first started out here in Nevada, it was like 1990, I think 3. He was just a kid, and he and his mother went out to Black Rock to go camping, and they saw the camp and they got invited to go, so they went to Burning Man. And he said it was crazy. In those days, it wasn't it wasn't like it is now. It wasn't a city. It was kind of a free for all. There's video of it. And it's scary. He was telling me that, like, people.
So when was it?
It was. So what they would do is They would do crazy stuff. People would like be shooting guns out in the distance, which is dangerous. And people would be they would torch toilet paper rolls and start kicking them around. And I thought that's crazy, but you can't do any of that stuff now. You get in trouble if you do something stupid at Burning Man. You will get arrested. You know, there's
cool.
policemen everywhere.
Bike.
Yeah, that's a cool little bike. Yeah, there's every year I see different things. Just I've even flown over the city twice, 2 different occasions, and it was 2 laps each time, so 4 laps in 20 years. I still haven't seen everything. There's just so much. There's so much art, so many camps, theme camps, and it's like 5 miles big round when you're there and you see it. It's like, wow. And then there's all these little sections everywhere, and there's just so much. Unless you're on a bicycle and you just every day take, I'm going to go this way, that way, and ride to see everything. You're going to miss it. Even riding in a car, you'll miss stuff. There's just always things going on. Kentucky Fried Chicken, they have a camp there. It's not the real Kentucky Fried Chicken. They call it that, but they dress up, and at night the girls wear these beautiful gowns with lights on them, and they dance like they're at the ball. They give out whiskey. It's funny. They were making sandwiches, and they asked if I wanted one. I'm like, what kind of sandwich? And they said bologna. I'm like, I don't want a bologna sandwich. It's a chicken place, But no, they didn't. You'd think that they would have chicken. So they could offer me some grapes, but not a bologna sandwich. But yeah, people, there's a lot of food out there. Some people don't bring food. Shame on them. I'll always bring something, but
You bum it off of people, so
people cook a lot, and then they give away food. And then there's also places that advertise. I was fortunate enough this year to be camped in front of a crepe camp where they made crepes in the morning, and it was like, whoa, check this. And it was neat. Their crepes were delicious. I think I had them twice that week. They were good. And that's a cute little camper. Jeez. I saw that one. That's made out of a golf cart.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's made to look like a camper. But yeah, those, and then in order to have an art car there, you have to jump through hoops. You have to apply to get a permit to go. If they accept your application, then you got to bring your vehicle there. Oh, that's a booth that's Larry Harvey's hat, the founder. That's a photo booth where you could take a picture there. That place is pretty cool. It's not really anything. It's just a decoration. But
like
anyway, so if you go to the DMV, and if you pass inspection, then they give you the permit to ride your car around. So it's not like anybody could just bring one.
I'm going back over here for a minute to say hi to anybody who came in. Hey, Lori. Hey, Tim.
Tim,
how do I put my pictures on the StreamYard? I thought I was going to be able to figure it out here. Well, I knew Tim was going to come in and tell me.
Oh, yeah, Tim's here.
I'm showing them pictures off of Instagram because I can't show the pictures that Brenda gave me, but I want to show those too. But I'm still gonna fiddle with it. So keep talking. Maybe I can put it in my because I found where to put in my pictures because my pictures are in there that I can change my background,
Tim, my husband's still talking about your egg rolls. He loved them. Oh, nice background.
Yeah, I can change all these, but I don't know how to show a picture in StreamYard. Let me see what he's going to say. Click present, then choose files. Oh, Oh, wait. Okay. I was trying to do that. And then, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
See, I'm learning too.
I didn't put them in here, see? So, wait. Okay. Click present. Maybe I can do the swan, because I didn't watch the Swanza thing. Maybe it will let me. Will it let me?
Swanda at
Like your video file doesn't have a video track. Okay, I'm gonna keep trying. I can keep trying. Good. Let me see. Click present slides. So can I pick slides though? Can I pick slides now, Tim? Hey, John Chalker. How are you? Okay, how much? Tim has a question because he's cheap. And you know what I discovered? It doesn't cost as much as tickets to Taylor Swift.
Oh, really? I think
$600.
I think five something. A friend of mine told
Five
me.
something? Okay.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, yeah. He sent me a text and he said it's different from the $350 ones, and I'm like, well, gee, that was a long time ago.
See, I tried doing it this way, Tim, and
yeah,
tried to do it.
$575. They're $575. They're almost $600, and then you got to buy a parking pass. And then some people come on the shuttles, which is nice.
Oh, come on the shuttles?
Yeah, they have shuttles from Reno, and some of them come from the Bay Area. And they bring you up to Burning Man. They bring you into Reno. You go to the supermarket, buy food, whatever, and then, you have a time limit. Then you get back on the bus. You go on the shuttle, and they take you to Burning Man. And then they drop you off at different locations in the city. And one year, this young guy from Australia got dropped off by our camp, and he asked if he could camp with us. And I'm like, sure, go ahead. He was such a nice kid. And just, he had no idea who he was running into. He had a good time, though. We had fun. Yeah. He was able to see more things. I showed him more Burning Man things that he was not aware of, and he was very happy. He's a short filmmaker, and he sent me a little video of some stuff that he did. It was just gorgeous.
So then he didn't have to pay the $500.
Who?
The guy that came in on the bus, or no?
No. You still have to buy a ticket. You still have, but you ride the shuttle. He took he flew in from Australia to San Francisco and then took the shuttle into because they have the shuttles.
So
they also have people
but he didn't have a place to camp.
There, yeah. Well, he was solo, so he didn't have. He came to the first nice person he ran into. My husband was like, and I was telling him, you know what, you don't own the playa. Just, he's just by himself, leave him alone. And then he ended up hanging out with us. We even gave him a ride back into Reno. But he was a good kid. So
You're cool, Tim. We know that. Ronald, when did you sneak in here? Hey, Ronald.
Hi, Ronald. Are you a burner, Ronald?
I don't think so. Are you a burner, Ronald?
You'd be surprised who the people that go. There's people in their 90s. There's people.
Yeah.
There's babies. There's they have a children's camp for the kids, and what they do is they have all kinds of activities, and then they go on field trips on the art cars. Some of them will pick them up and take them to all the different art installations, and the kids have a really good time. And then when they get interviewed, it's funny. They have a radio station there. One day they were interviewing these kids, and they were all different ages. And one of them was like, "How many times have you been here?" "I've been here 3. How about you?" "I've been here 5. He goes, but you're only you're not old enough to be, 5. And he goes, the first year I was in my mom's tummy. Like, okay, he got you there. And another kid's like, yeah, this is my 8th burn. He's all cool. And I'm thinking, gee, these kids are, that they're exposed to this culture, and it's art. It's just, everybody's nice there, and just people from all over the world. And it's just, people say good morning. And they're just like, good morning. When the sun comes up, good morning. Yay. And people are out dancing while the sun's coming up. That's one of my favorite times being out there is at sunrise, because it's not too hot and it's just beautiful. It's just, and you can still see the lights and all the art. And
everybody's probably sleeping. That's
they usually sleep during the hottest time of the day. It's when they take a nap and then they get back up and they go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was watching a video. I can't remember now whose channel it was. I was watching a video of this young girl on her first time there, and she was just having a ball. And she was like hardly sleeping. She's like, I'm so tired. She's like, I don't want to miss anything, though.
I know. That's the hard part. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to say, no, time out. And my husband and I we do take a day out of the whole time that we're there, where we just don't talk to anybody. We just stay in the camper with the air conditioner on. It's like we're doing a timeout,
They
in
a tent. I'm trying to think who it was. I just searched on YouTube and found this channel that had a video on it and watched it. And I'm still not finding out how to share the files. So.
There's one year somebody brought a Ferris wheel, and a camp that I camp with. They're a young gentleman. They actually built roller coasters, and they built one of them in my backyard, and we took it out there. These guys are amazing. But the things that people bring out there, I mean, my grandsons would brag about my grandma is having a roller coaster built in her backyard. And who would believe them? They'd come over and see it. It was amazing. That catapulted me to ultimate cool grandma and having a roller coaster. And then, but they're not leaving.
That's the one I looked at.
Yeah, Burning Man is financially, it could be a fine. You have to actually plan for it. You have to plan for it. Buying the ticket's the hardest part. It's once you get a ticket, then you got to plan on getting there. And the planning part is easy because you have many months to do it. It's just that like a real burner plans all year. They plan all year long to go. Like the artists that are building the art now, they're doing their share of their plan. And there's I thought about doing an art installation, but I think maybe I'll just do one next year. And if you help me with my art installation. I want to build like an arch, but with macrame and lights and macrame some crystals up in it and stuff, and make it be pretty for people to take pictures with it, stuff like that. Because that's people interact with the art. That's the important part of going. If you're just going to look at it, it's like go play in it. That's what it's for. There was these big kitty cats that were out there, and as you got close to them, they would activate and they'd start purring. They were just so cute, and it's like you didn't know which one to pet, but they weren't real, they were just art installations. It's amazing the stuff that goes on.
So it was Sky Life. I looked at her video. It's a channel that it just came up when she has 293,000. Never looked at any of her videos before, but she looks to be like a millennial, and it was her first time.
It's a lot of them. I have footage from 2004, because I snuck my camera. It's like, this is my summer vacation, doggone it. Well, my first year.
Are you not supposed to bring your camera?
You weren't supposed to. Now they can't stop you because it's internet. I mean, I don't know if you heard about the guy that ran into the man and he died when they were burning it. And the
Mm.
next morning it was on YouTube. It's just like, but anyway, um,
Oh,
back in the old days, you weren't allowed to have it, but now it's just they can't stop it. Everybody's got cell phones. Everybody's and they got drones. You have to have a permit for a drone though. That you have to have. But anyway, I was going to say it had to do with this. I hate that when I start talking and I forget what I was going to say. It had to do with the pictures. Okay, with my camera, I made a tape. Because in those days I had a VCR, and I made this coolest tape of my summer vacation, and it was just all kinds of like little shorts of all kinds of different things that were going on at Burning Man. And there was no dialogue, no nothing. It was just you're just watching. And I took it to my sister's house, and I was letting her watch it, her and her husband, and her brother-in-law came in and his wife. They sat down and they're watching, and then they start laughing hysterically. And I go, "What are you laughing at?" And he goes, "What movie is this?" I told him, "No, it's not a movie. It's my summer vacation." And he goes, "No, really, what movie is this?" Because he thought it was a movie. He couldn't believe that all this crazy stuff was happening. It's like a big giant set. Actually, people have tried to make TV commercials and they get sued for doing it out there at Burning Man.
Oh, wow.
You can't do that. You can't.
I'm a step closer here because I found out where. I just don't know where did I put those. I'm going to downloads and it's my files. Okay, wait. Photos. I'm trying to download the files. Okay, good night, Lindy.
Night, Lindy. Thanks for stopping by.
So what's
degree weather
annoying to me is when I'm showing stuff, though I can't see the chat. So let's see, saved pictures. Trying to see if I can download them. This is annoying. It's going to my like documents. I just took care of paperwork from my from my divorce, which was in 2018. So yeah, finally finished with that thing.
Yeah, sometimes
that's the document, and I don't need to show you guys that. But I don't know where I put the pictures you sent me. That is annoying.
Well, I'll have to send you more.
I can show you more on their Instagram, but I thought I was going to figure this out. I do apologize, you guys.
You're doing good, not to worry.
I'm not, tech savvy as I'd like to be. That's why Carol, Boris Life on Wheels encourages me so much. I'm like, well, she's figuring stuff out, slowly and surely, and so can I.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, I'm just not figuring out how to get them. And that's why, I knew when you sent me the pictures, I'm like, I got to figure this out because.
Well, I like the thumbnail. The thumbnail of where it shows me hitting the bell.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to put her all on the thumbnail, and then I put you can't really tell, but I put the temple one in the background just so it'd be like the
that was the outside gate of the temple, and I took that picture because Swanda was way in the background, my giant swan.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get the picture of Swanda. You know what?
She was a nice ride.
Oh my.
And right, you look at Swanda and you see how the other art cars are built. But Swanda was hand stitched. I put a lot of love into that Swanda. And I look at all these other vehicles and they have thousands of dollars poured into them, Some of them are like they're like discotheques on wheels. People follow and they rave, and it's amazing. Sometimes you think, oh, how are you going to sleep with all this noise? When you're ready to sleep, you'll sleep. Just
Yeah, I imagine that.
as you get tired, just like you were saying, that person didn't want to go to sleep. They didn't want to miss anything. You do
Yeah.
need to get some sleep. And last year there was where we were parked. It was really shady, and I noticed a lot of people were coming by and hanging out by my camper and just congregating. And I was telling my husband, I guess we're the hot spot here, across from the crepes. And then I had the four McJaggers next to me. These guys from London.
The four McJaggers.
They were adorable. Over at the roller skating rink on Thursday, they have a roller derby, and I've been serving champagne to the derby girls after the game. Well, this last year I asked the boys if they would join me, and they were a big hit. They were fluffing fluffing is like pampering. They were pampering the derby girls, so it just sounded so funny. But they're pouring champagne, and the girls were just drooling. But they were so cute because I had to explain the derby rules and stuff. And then a fight broke out, and I thought, oh, this is perfect because when a fight breaks out, it's drama. But these guys from England, they had no idea. Because we watch roller derby here. We know what it's like on TV. They start their drama and stuff. Well, they did drama there too, and I think I'm pretty sure it was all part of it. Just for show. I'm like, oh my goodness, these girls are fighting. And then I go, oh no, a bystander from the crowd is trying to pull them apart. Wrong move. And they're like, what's going to happen? And I go, I don't know. And then you see this one girl's helmet go flying off, and she's all upset. And one of the McJaggers says, oh, Curly Sue. And it sounded so cute with his accent. And I thought, oh gosh, I wish I would have just, recorded his voice saying it. These guys, they were so sweet. They I had them with me a whole week. Just they were my neighbors. Hey, what's up? Oh, you want for evening walk? Hey, Mona, want to go for a walk? Mona's sitting here resting. I took her to get groomed today. Oh, she's mad at me.
Oh, let's see your doggy.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find where I put those pictures. It's going into every part of my files except for where I put the pictures from Brenda. It's not going into photos. I'm not seeing any photos here. So I'm not able to find them, and I'm so disappointed in myself.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Let's go look at the Burning Man, whatchamacallit again, Instagram.
Boy, the wind's kicking up. I could hear it.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here's where we were.
Oh, that was a really nice piece. At night, it was beautiful. It would just light up different colors.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm. And you wonder, how did they build it? How did they get it there? And it all costs money. You're going to an art museum almost, an outdoors art museum, art festival. Just and there's entertainment everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'd love to go to. I was just saying I left a comment on Alyssa Vanilla's video that came out yesterday. And I said that I was doing this, and I said, yeah, because she was complaining about the dust right now in Quartzsite, and it's not been good for her health and her migraines and stuff. So I was like, yeah, the desert is not my favorite. I'd rather be in the mountains or at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
But for like Quartzsite and meeting people, and like going to Burning Man and seeing the art and meeting people and hearing the music would be really cool.
Yeah. And, if it gets too dusty, just, seek shelter. That's
That's what was in the video, was like dust storms and
but it's part of it's just part of being there. It's part of it. And, because at first it's like, oh, why am I doing this? But then the next year it's like, I can't wait to get back. You don't mind it so much. And then you see when, it's like some people don't even bathe for days. But you know what? They're happy and nobody judges. And I've heard about like naked people. People say, hey, I hear there's naked people. Like, well, yeah, there are some, but if you just look a little to another direction, you're going to see something spectacular and you won't even be thinking about the naked person. And like someone was asking me about why people with horrible, not nice shapely bodies, out of shape people. It's like, why are they walking around naked? Maybe, it's like, well, why not? It's like, look at them. They're walking with their head up. They got pride. They have, nobody's here to judge them and they're naked and they're loving it. It's like, what's wrong with it? We were born naked, some people just don't look so like eye candy, but hey, not everybody's perfect, but we're all human, and naked people don't bother me. As long as they're not actually bothering me, it's like if I see them. My friend, oh gosh, she's such a sweetheart. We were riding around in my vehicle and she took my megaphone and she saw a naked guy. She goes, show me your nuts.
Oh no.
Yeah. So my husband was driving and he was getting embarrassed. It's just kind of like, yeah. And I was laughing because the guys would actually turn. I'm like, oh my gosh, what a bunch of show-offs. But yeah, she was funny. The ice line's pretty neat too. They have where you go by ice. They have different little camps throughout Burning Man where you can go by ice, and it's entertaining there too. And you meet all kinds of characters. It's fun. And yeah, it's just neat. One time my husband dropped us off at an ice line, and it wasn't an ice line. It was the crepes. No, it was waffles, something like that. And I'm going, we're not here for waffles. We're here for ice. Friend, let's make it like we're not hungry after all, because we were making a big, having fun, And I was like, you know what? I'm not hungry after all. I'm getting out of here. And I jumped out of the line, and I had to go find my husband and tell us, you need to take me to the ice line, not the waffle line. Yeah. I'm watching your things there. Let's see. Yeah, that's like a little art project, a little old schoolhouse type of thing. And a lot of the art you see, it comes back. They repeat it, But hey, they're bringing it back. Why not? Some people burn their art. But if they want to keep it and bring it back. I have a friend that built the witch's house, Baba Yaga, and then she had to take it out for the playa because you can't leave your art projects there. And she brought it back to Reno, and then she was able to store it out at Fly Ranch, which is a ranch close to Black Rock City that Burning Man committee owns. And so she has it there now on the property. It's beautiful. It just sits there. It's an old witch's house on chicken legs, with stairs to go up. But pretty cool, So I'm blown away at how beautiful it turned out. I was able to go out with her to Fly Ranch to go have it. We were doing some maintenance on it, and it was really I was just blown away at how beautiful. I didn't have a chance to go see it at Burning Man because it was a very, very popular art piece. But I was fortunate enough to be able to go with the group of people to go work on it there at the ranch and actually stay at the ranch. It's invitation only. There's a geyser out there, and that's pretty cool. And there's hot water, warm water streams. I like those art cars. See, you never know what you're going to see. You just never know.
Maybe it's served.
It just cracks me up. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, I think those are.
I lost my place now.
It's okay. You're doing good.
Yeah, but I can't show the pictures you sent me. You know
Oh,
what?
that's right.
If I put them on my Instagram real quick, I could share. Then I'd know how to share them. But I
Yeah,
can't.
those are pretty cool pictures. See that one there? It's all lit up.
This
Right,
one?
that one. That one looks like the burn night. Yeah, it probably is burn night. See that?
Oh, then that's that's the man right there.
That's the man in the middle. And then they have. Let's see.
And I can't hear you.
Yes. Eh, but yeah. That's I don't know. There's some really good videos I've seen on the internet where they have the burn. They had one with 24 hour. No, it was a 7 day, and it was really quick. It went really fast, but it was amazing. And it showed a lot of stuff. Yeah, and then they do take a picture. They tell everybody to go outside and wave from up in the satellite, and everybody at Burning Man, so you can get out there and wave. I know. One year we cheated. I took close-ups of everybody. I was up on top of Swanda, taking pictures of everybody so that they could see what they look like close up. Yeah, see everybody's around. They see there's a lot of those lights are the art cars. Hands up on me.
That looks like the burn, maybe.
After the man burns, it just kind of gets bizarre. The man is like a landmark, so you know where you're at. So when he burns, it's like that. First year that happened to me, it's like, okay, if I find center camp, I can find my way home. And in those days, they had street signs, and people were taking the street signs, and now they hammer them down on spikes, so you can see what streets you're on. But yeah, the streets are named and numbered, and so that makes it nicer. Except this
would probably get lost. That's what I would be afraid of too. Because I tend to get lost easily.
This one guy got lost, and I think he wanted me to help him find his vehicle. And I'm like, dude, it's like, okay, where? And then he was from New York. As we were leaving, I go, hey, New York, you found your car. And this guy comes out and he goes, how'd you know it's from New York? And I go, aren't you the guy that lost your car the other day? And he goes, no. It's like, okay, never mind, New Yorker. But it was, just crazy. That's pretty cool. They have all kinds of neat things there. They even have like people put out like their camps, and they have like clothes racks. So if you see something you want, try it on. It's yours if you want it. And they have I took a trunk of clothes with me one year, and I had a friend with me, and I told her there's stuff there in the trunk. You're welcome to use it. Months later, after Burning Man, I'm looking through Facebook and I'm going, that looks familiar. She's wearing a lot of my burner clothes and having a blast, with my hats and my jackets and just riding around. And she had a really good time, and she fit in. She just, she didn't feel like because when you go someplace like that, that was a pretty neat installation there. But when you go to a place like that, you kind of feel like, oh, I'm overdressed, or I'm dressed weird, or, because you look at everybody else the way they're dressed. But you know what? It doesn't matter what you're wearing. Some people aren't wearing anything. So it's good.
So some people dress up and some people
wear nothing. Some people wear their bunny ears all week long, and that bunny race is just one day. And let's see, there's
the synaptic tree.
Oh, they also have Tutu Tuesday, and the guys wear tutus, and it's so cute because you see grown men wearing tutus, and you think, like this one woman, she showed up late later on in the week, and I was telling her, yeah, your husband was wearing a tutu. She's like, no way. And she didn't believe me until I showed her a picture of it. Yeah, well, because he was too masculine, too manly. He would never wear a tutu. Yeah, see that right there? That's the city there, and then right smack in the middle is the dot, and that's where the man's at. And if you come closer to the other little circle, that's center camp, and that's where
right there.
Yeah, now something about that little spot, that center camp. That as you're coming into center camp. There's this one camp that I always would see, and I just thought, I wonder who they are. I never really thought much about it. I just thought lucky people that got a good spot. They are the founders and all the, the Burning Man committee and stuff.
All right, in
And
the circle.
yeah, and you're not, well, there's a spot there right before, it's like, they're right at the edge of Burning Man where you can see Burning Man happening, but yet they're right there as you come into center camp. So they're not really in the center camp part. They're still on the Esplanade. That's what they call the outer ring, the Esplanade. And you can't go into that camp unless you have an invitation. It's a no-no. People have tried to go in there to, schmooze with the burners, and you can't go. You have to have an appointment. I have a friend that's he went to see one of his friends, and I didn't know that she was one of the higher ups. And I took him to the camp, and I said, "We can't go in there. You have to have an invitation." So he went in by himself, and then he came back out with a premium cocktail, mind you. He said, "You should have came with me." Like, shh. But he goes, "I have an appointment for tomorrow at 10:30." And the first thing I said was, "Can I come?" Because I wanted to be out. I just to be able to sit there and just to. I mean, I was just more. It was okay that I was hanging out with the burners and everything, but they were like all doing their own thing. But I stayed kind of closer to the Esplanade where I could just watch Burning Man happening, and I was just so amazed at how beautiful it was, and thought they have the best spot.
Can you see the chat? If anybody new has come in, I can't see the chat right now.
Yeah. Yes. You know what? How long did you want to go? Because we've already gone over an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually go an hour or a little over. It's okay if we're over.
Oh, okay. There was there's the man there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm surprised people don't show the temple. You see a lot of the man. You see a lot of the art.
Well, they showed the temple. There was a picture of the temple. Let me go back.
Because the temple.
It said it was this year's. It said 2023. I'll show you.
Oh, that's the one that's going to be for this year. That's probably the one that I said it didn't look familiar, but it's probably.
I think it's this one. The 2023 temple.
I think that's it. I think that, and those are lanterns inside there. But I'm really not sure because I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, that's nice. They have a walkway. Now, people bring pictures of their deceased loved ones, and you can hammer them up on the wood. All of it gets burnt up and goes to heaven. And so I bring pictures
to process feelings of reflection, resolution, release, and renewal.
Mm-hmm. And it's so peaceful and quiet. Now, when you go there during the week and you see people, there's a lot of people that are they're very somber. Some people are crying. Some people are there for a wedding. Some people are having church services there. Different kinds of denominations and people from all over the world, and they have their own little groups and they have their little ceremonies in there. And it's just you don't see that except for at Burning Man. It's like I've never seen it anywhere else. I've never seen Catholics hanging out in a synagogue, Presbyterians, and But yeah, that one, there's no denomination. It's all a denomination. It's for everybody, believers and non-believers. There was one year where some young kids they just weren't respectful of the temple. They had no idea what it stood for, and they were actually climbing, and they wanted to get better views, and they thought it was neat and funny. It's like, hey, this is awesome, but you can't be doing that. It's a place of respect. It broke my heart when I heard about that.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, there's things that happen out there that for the most part, it's a lot of nice people. The tickets are pricey, so you're not going to get like hooligans and things as such. But there are hooligans with big fat wallets because they do show up, and we don't like them. They just they vandalize. It's like. Why would somebody want to tear down a porta potty door? and so some people have even like gone as far as vandalizing some of the art, like taking some pieces, which you shouldn't do that. It's not yours. Don't take it. Everything else is I don't know. They feel like it's a free for all, but it's not. It is a city, and you still gotta buy. Oh, and then like my arm wrappings. I always wear gloves on my hands to keep them up from getting burnt in the sun. And at nighttime, I like to throw these on because they give me cool. So.
Santa's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made me sort of rethink it, because at first I had thought like, oh no, I don't think I would ever go to that. Like it had come up before, I think, with Carol or something. I was like, no, I don't think I would go to that. But you made me kind of rethink it. So I was like, well, maybe
I
it.
I didn't want to go. So for me, it was like, no way. But and then like during COVID, I understood that they did have a renegade burn where they had a lot of burners showed up 2021, and they had their own burn, and they actually had it on the internet. It was neat. It was I was watching Burning Man happen from my own home. And then what they did was, because they didn't have fires, they weren't allowed to have fires. They had a drone show where they had the man, and it was just so beautiful the way the drones went up, and then they even showed flames, and it was, I don't know, drones. They're doing some really good drone shows out there. Last year they had this last Burning Man, there was a beautiful drone show.
Oh, I saw a video on that. I don't think I got to watch it though.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting.
Thank you, John. Yeah, well, thank you for coming on. I'm sorry I couldn't show your pictures.
Not to worry.
So I'm aggravated with myself. I'm still learning YouTube though.
That's okay, not to worry.
I will get it. My computer is still relatively new to me too, because I got it when I left Georgia in 2020. And yeah, I'm still learning. Like before my divorce, my ex would do everything with the computer. He's an engineer, and so he would help me with everything on the computer. So like now I'm learning to be like on my own, and I'm like, help me, Tim, or help me.
I mean, my husband's more savvy than I am. So sometimes he has to bail me out, like, Yeah,
and I learned all of this stuff on YouTube. I learned by doing it, the StreamYard, and I've just been going live for 2 years, and then I was going every week, and then I started going just monthly. And then just recently I started going every week again. So still, most of the stuff I knew, I didn't forget, but I never did figure that one out, is how to show the photos. So
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. But thank you so much.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Yeah, thank you. And I hope I enlightened you and let you see, show you stuff. Well, talk to you about everything,
Yeah.
It was really nice meeting you at Quartzsite, by the way.
Yeah. It was really nice meeting you too.
It was so neat to like pull up, and it's like, oh my gosh, there. It's like I'm seeing everybody I recognize from YouTube. my husband called you guys my virtual friends.
Your virtual friends.
I'm gonna go meet my virtual friends.
Virtual friends are here.
So it was pretty cool. So yeah. Anyway, so thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you.
You want to wrap it up? What?
Yeah. Good night, everybody, and thank you.
Thank
you. Here.
Yeah. Don't forget, tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'm going to eat with my son on Wednesday because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. and I'm going to see my daughter in Texas, my youngest, Thursday. So I'm excited
Nice.
about that. I'm going to San Antonio.
Ooh, going to the river
Yay.
walk.
Yeah, I've been there years ago.
I've never been. I've just heard nice things about it, and the food is excellent.
Yeah, so it should be fun. And I haven't seen my youngest in a while, so
Oh, that'll be
I'm
nice.
excited.
Yes. Oh, good for
I
you.
am excited. She's in the Air Force. She's getting ready to go to, speaking of the desert, she's getting ready to go to Saudi Arabia. So,
Oh, wow. Is
so
she at
yeah.
Laughlin?
Hmm?
Is she at Laughlin in Texas, Laughlin Air Force Base?
The one that's in San Antonio. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. Maybe
She's
that's not the one.
the one in San Antonio. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I did wear my art here. I got all dressed for this.
Yeah.
So
I like your hair like that. But I like your
well, this is my Southern red wig. But Callie Red's is the wild one. She's the one that would go to, she's the one that will go to Burning Man.
That's your daughter?
Borrow Southern Red's wig though.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What was your playa name? Do you can you tell, or is it a secret?
My playa name?
Yeah. What's your playa name?
Yeah. Brenda Burner.
Brenda Burner. So that's it. Duh.
Brenda Burner. Yeah, it's that picture. My husband took that picture of the business card. Now his daughter and her boyfriend came to our camp, and I had a printer at the time, so I printed up some pictures, and then I was saying, and your dad's girlfriend showed up, and I showed her the picture, and her boyfriend,
AJ's here.
he was looking at the picture. He wondered. He goes, he thought that it was really another woman. He didn't know it was me in that picture.
He was kidding with him.
Yeah. And then he goes,
then
when his girlfriend, well, my stepdaughter says to him, "That's my stepmother wearing a wig." He goes, "Oh," and then he goes, "So what's her name?" And I go, "Well, since she's a blonde, we'll give her a name that starts with a B. How about Brenda?" And that's how it happened, Brenda.
Oh.
Because I'm
Your
a
real
burner.
name is not even Brenda.
Oh no.
Okay.
Tim knows my real name.
Huh?
Tim knows my real name.
Oh, really? You told Tim, and you know? Okay. You don't have
No, it's funny because
that's funny.
Wearing this blonde wig, I could tell you my real name, but wearing this blonde wig it cracks me up. That Disney character from Frozen,
Let it go. Let it go.
Oh yeah, I was doing that at the party. Nobody was guessing it until I my first name is Elsa.
Oh, okay.
But Brenda Burner works better.
Funny. That is funny. Okay, I thought. Well, obviously, I didn't think Burner was your last name, but I would have. But I did at first. I thought that was your real name, and then I was like, oh, she's all into Burning Man. Burner is not her real, not her real last name. But I thought Brenda was was really your first name.
Well, yeah, people call me Brenda, and I answer to it. I have a friend from LA, and she talks about Brenda Burner, her friend, all the time. And she goes, and how ironic that she goes to Burning Man.
Yes, that's what I was like. Burner must not be her real name. But, so we have my friend here from that's in Germany.
Oh, hey, good morning.
Over there. Yeah, it's morning over there. Good morning, AJ. We were just finishing up.
Yeah,
that
AJ,
was like, I asked that because I thought your real name was Brenda.
Well, I have like a Brenda Burner on YouTube, and then I have a Facebook Brenda Burner. And I do have an Elsa one, but I don't even bother with that because Elsa's boring. I don't know. I've just been just being a burner for so many years. I just kind of got used to this. It's like when someone says Brenda, I turn.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of fun with it and everything.
Yeah, I also turn to mom and grandma.
My mind, you kind of made me rethink it again. I was like, well,
Yeah, you know what?
so
Yeah, I didn't want to go. At first, it was just not in it for me. But now it's like, so once you go and you see it, you feel it, you're in it. You get dirty. It's like, because you're going to take a shower afterwards. And then there's Pyramid Lake. If you get a parking permit, go to Pyramid Lake, take a dip, and get all that off of you. It's beautiful out there. Yeah. Hey, you got to come out. Come out. Check it out.
2024.
Even if you just come out and we just take a ride out there, go look at it, because it's a beautiful drive. It really is. Kind of boring a little bit, but it's neat. I mean, it's just, you go through Indian reservations on your way out there. You get to a little town of Gerlach. Well, first it's Empire, and that's where that movie. Yeah, there's Empire, and then there's Gerlach, and then Gerlach is then you go through Gerlach, and then you get into Black Rock City.
Got my peach fresca.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Chin chin.
Good.
Wada. Okay, girl.
AJ would go if he were in the U.S.
Well, you got till the end of
2024. Let's go, AJ.
The end of August. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Wonder Hussy?
Yeah. I watched her video on it. I was going to say that.
Yeah, I was at Burning Man with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so fun. She seems really, really nice.
She is. You know what? She's the same. What you see on video, she's the real deal. And I was so blown away. She's so cute. She's so
Daryl Van City Adventure, my friend up in Canada was here earlier. He interviewed her on his channel.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. I went to her camp and I sang her theme song with my megaphone. Wonder Hussy, where you gonna go now? And she just like, what? She came out, and that's how we met. But I was dressed as Elsa. Then I show up later that night dressed as Brenda, and she didn't recognize me. And I go, I'm wearing my uniform, and she started laughing.
I want to recognize you. Like,
you gave
me this card, and I was just like, who is that?
Yeah, that's my. Yeah.
And then
my grandsons, they actually thought that was their grandpa's girlfriend when they were little boys. They would just stare at her. Yeah, that's Papa's girlfriend. And so I had to tell them I was Brenda Burner, and they laughed at me. They didn't believe me, but now they know. But it was just too cute. It's like, oh, what did I do to these little boys? They're adorable, though. They know their grandma's just a burner.
That's fun.
Well,
so AJ says I'll be in Norway in August.
Oh no!
I'll go there. That's where my
they have regional burns, and I think they have one in Norway. So he might be able to get to a regional burn. That's what Lisa was talking about. Different burns, and but they're called regional burns that they have all over the world. And
she said she's been to those, but she hasn't.
She mentioned a decompression party, but I knew she was talking about decompression party, but didn't say decompression party. But she said it was an after party in LA, and it's like she went to the decompression. It's funny because I'm from LA originally, and a lot of my friends will.
Oh, me too.
They'll say, "Hey, there was this Burning Man stuff. Did you know anything about it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I knew it was going to be there." So yeah, it's pretty neat. And then while you're there at Burning Man, there's a couple radio stations, so you can actually listen to radio and know what's going on in Burning Man itself, and then you can get other stations if you have right equipment. But yeah, so it's like I said, it's a city. You're not stuck camp. You know how in Quartzsite everybody was camping, just scattered about. There it's organized where everybody has to find your spot, find your slot, but all the streets and, in between the streets is, you gotta, as long as you keep those streets clear, but it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Keeping it.
Yeah, I haven't been yet. Keeping up with Colorado. That's my friend Lori that was on last week. Germany is so clean. I can't wait to go back. People are so friendly and helpful. Yeah, I'd like to go. I'm a last minute planner. I'm bad. Because I wanted to do trip to Europe this year, and I might try to do it before June because unless I joined for another year, but I joined remote year. So they travel in a group and they take these trips, and all these different places, and some of them are a year long. That's why it's called remote year. And there are people who work remotely, and so they travel together and everything's planned. And I was like, that's what I need, something like that. And people that know what's going on, like I just I get anxiety about being in another country and being lost. You don't speak the language, and so I joined that last year, and then then reconnected with my daughter, and now I have a grandbaby, and now I have another grandbaby on the way, and so it's like I don't want to go for like 6, maybe 3 months. I could do a 3-month. They do 3 months trip, 1 month trip, 6 months trips, and year-long trips. So I'm looking into maybe doing a trip with them, and then in the fall I want to go to Hawaii for my birthday. So these are things I need to get.
What you doing?
Yep, I need to get onto these things.
What island are you going to go to?
I might go on a cruise that will go to a couple islands.
Yeah, I've heard of those. My husband wants to go on one of those. It's like, are you sure? Is that, I don't know. I mean, cruise would be nice. I've been on a 3-day cruise. I don't know how long the Hawaii cruise would be. But I remember when I got off the ship, I was still feeling a little, But I loved it because I had a good time.
Well, it's 10 days. I had one scheduled for last October. And then I didn't go on it because I had this. I don't even really need a travel agent for this, but I had this travel agent because I was going to go on this YouTube cruise, and then I decided not to go on that because I had, it was a long story, but the bullies, minions, some of them were going on that. So I decided not to go on that. And so I was already with this travel agency, and she gets me an interior room. I'm like, I don't want to be on a ship in an interior room for 10 days. I'm like, why? And I don't know. She was in with these people, so I feel like she did it on purpose. But I can't prove that, and I'm just like, forget it. I don't want, and I'm just like, I can't change it. There was going to be a charge to change it, and then it ended up I was trying to get to see my daughter, and I was going to go see my daughter instead that month, but I got COVID instead. So I went to see her in December, early December, instead of October. And I didn't go on that cruise, and I was out like just I had to put the money down. I was out like $300 or something like that, $350.
It can be replaced.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm so blessed, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be here in Denver. Now I had roommates where I was in St. Louis when I was traveling around in my RV, and then when I stopped traveling around in my RV, my friend had, unwittingly choose the roommate from hell, and he was just horrible. And so I'm just so glad to live alone now. I'm not lonely. I'm glad to be here by my son, and I just love it here. I'm not ready to buy a place yet, and I'm just happy where I am right now, and and still traveling. So it's been fun.
Yeah, I went on a cruise, and when you look at the boat, the ship, the very last, when you see all the portholes, the very last one in the front and bottom, that was my room. But at least I wasn't stuck in the middle. Yeah, and it was really weird because you could see the water. It's like, dang, it was rushing, and it was. I told my friend, that is just so scary. It's scary. It's like, I'm glad we're on the ship, but we were, and then you could just really feel it. But we had fun. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun on that cruise. Then I had to get off the ship and go home. But that's okay. He's talking to you in German? Oh, that's a
Yeah, he always does that. All right, now you have to translate. You know what I always say, AJ?
You know, that hair, that length does something for you.
Thanks. This is my one. I bought it because of my sister-in-law. I was out in California when I first set out in my RV, and my sister-in-law was in the end stages of cancer.
Oh.
She got me interested. And I'm like, I need to get a wig that's long hair. And so, like, if I want long hair, look, I have long hair. You know, some YouTubers I used to be friends with. How long does it take you to grow your hair out, Red? Well, I guess I kind of teased them because I showed a picture of Anne Margaret. It looks like I was like, here's Red with the long hair. She was in the leopard print. And then they get all excited. How long does it take you to grow your hair, Red?
Funny.
Just a minute. Let me get my wig. Look.
Yeah, there you go.
Grew my hair out. Look at that.
Yeah. Well, I became a blonde.
Yeah, you can do. That's a cool thing about wigs. I have a blonde one that I wear for June 1st, Marilyn Monroe's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, I did a devotion in the blonde wig on June 1st.
I do have another one, and it's shorter. So I was with my granddaughter and told her, you know what? I need another wig, and I need something a little shorter and it's stylish. Well, I went and bought this most beautiful wig, and the way that it's got the scalp on it, but it also looks like a very, very expensive hair color, the way that it's all streaked. And I wore it out of the shop after I bought it. We went to the mall, and women were looking at my hair. I was telling my daughter, they're looking at it, and I go, they know that. I go, they don't know it's a wig. They're just looking at how nice the colors, the way it was. It's beautiful. I mean, I didn't know I was going to spend $300 on a wig, but dang, man, that wig just looked nice. Yeah, it's like, why not? And then I did.
I have like three. I have one that's long. I have one that's from Walmart. Like, do I still have that? I might have gotten rid of it, but I wore it once. I wore it on some videos. It was really cheap. It was like to be the Little Mermaid or something that's longer than this. And now I have a short one that's red. And I have a short one that's blonde.
Yeah. I like that one on you. When I saw you, I went, oh, look at her. She got long hair.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to hear all about, go look at my live. If you want to hear all about van life in Germany, go back and look at my live with AJ.
Oh, Amsterdam in May. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, that's his region, what he was saying.
Okay.
Kind of like I'm in Colorado. Okay.
So it's like a state.
I see. Okay. All righty. Well.
Yeah, let's call it. We're already 35 minutes past. It's been a pleasure.
I often go over. Yep. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Good night.
Hit the thumbs up.
Yep. Hit the thumbs up. Share this out if you'd like. And don't forget, Red's praying for you. So pray for Red.
Oh, always.
And let's go to Burning Man. You guys, let's go to Burning Man 2023, 2024. Yes.
Well, caravan. Yeah. Let's do it. We'll build our own little art project.
Yeah.
Go as a group. It's something to think about. If you do have an art project and you're going to build it and take it out there, you actually have dibs on tickets versus
Oh.
they set those aside for the artists because the artists need to get tickets too, you know. So that's something that you know
Good
they're
night.
they're taking in the things now, but I think next year I might apply for a spot. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So well, we'll chat again.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. I think okay today. Who's on next? I guess we got to wait for Carol on Saturday.
Yeah,
I missed her. I missed her on Saturday.
Anybody? I don't go to as many lives as I used to, but
I miss
I used to do that.
I miss Lisa. Did she do a live yesterday?
Yeah, she did. She did. I didn't miss it. I missed it the week before, but I didn't see if it was still up. I didn't see it. Maybe she didn't go live the week before last, but
yeah, I missed it yesterday. I was like, doggone it. But I like watching her, and I like her little videos on learning how to edit.
Yeah, those have been really helpful to me.
Yeah. She's a real sweetheart.
Dirk's in.
Oh, good. Yay.
She's too old. No, she just said that there's lots of old people there. Well, she said that
you don't have to worry about that. No, as long as you have air conditioning, or you know, they even have camps where you can go during the heat of the day, just sit down and get the breeze, you know. Or center camp, that's a nice place to be. Oh, speaking of center camp, they have a stage there where you can recite your poetry.
Cool.
All you got to do is go to center camp, say, I'd like to, you know, read my poetry. They'll give you a slot. Sometimes the slots are really crazy hours, but hey, at least you got to perform at center camp at Burning Man. Not everybody
that
can
would be
say
cool.
that.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I've had some friends that I've gone to center camp and videotaped their performances, and they really enjoyed them. Yeah.
Yeah, there's places, there's open mics here and stuff, and I still haven't looked into it yet. I need to. But
Yeah.
a couple of people have been like, "You're in the right place," you know. There's open mics. There's a poetry organization like club and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, cool. I gotta look into it now. I gotta find these people.
Do it. You start hanging out with people that like-minded, you know.
Good night, Graham. I mean, good day, whatever. I don't know what time it is over there. And good morning, AJ. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I'm really going to end it now. Thank you so much. Thanks, Brenda.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.